Good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, all. Previous lecture we had discussed with Green Revolution. Green Revolution, also known as reforestation, also known as implantation. Now, discuss with the next paragraph. Plants, bacteria, fungi, and animals whose genes have been altered by manipulation is known as GMO. Is known as genetically modified organisms. Now, GM plants, genetically modified plants, have been useful in many ways. Which type of the genetic modification occurs here? See, number one, made crops more tolerant to abiotic stresses. Here, you know that abiotic means atmospheric. So, cold, drought, salt, heat, all are stressful atmospheric conditions known as abiotic factors. So now against these all abiotic factors, the GM plant can survive. Reduce reliance on chemical pesticide. Pest resistance crop. Actually, dear students, ninth chapter is kept in the syllabus. So, in ninth chapter, insect resistance plant, pest resistance plants are modified. Wheat, maize, millet, sugarcane, so many crops can be genetically modified, resist against the pest as well as insects. So, the plants have resistance power against the pest. So, we have to use the less amount of the chemical pesticides. Help to reduce post-harvest loss. Increase efficiency of the mineral usage by the plants. This prevents early exhaustion of fertility of the soil. Plants can utilize maximum amount of the minerals and very less amount of the minerals are remain in the soil. We have to form like that, and the most important one, genetically modified crop is golden rice. Golden rice are rich in vitamin A. So, vitamin A is very essential. You know that the full form of the name of the vitamin A is retinol or retinal. Or retinoic acid. alcohol, aldehyde and carboxylic group. So you know that vitamin A is very essential for activation of the rod cells of the retina. As a result, what happened? The dark vision is normal. So in dark vision, we see all the objects normally. So for activation of the rod cells, vitamin A is very essential. So the most important thing is here, enhancement of the nutrients value of the food. We increase or we edit particular nutrient product. Here the golden rice are rich in vitamin A, the most important thing here for MCQ. In addition to this uses, GM has been used to create tailor-made plants to supply alternative resource to industries in the form of starch, fuels and pharmaceuticals. So at an industry level, as a pharmaceutical level, we use these so many plants. So we are also from that. Some of the applications of the biotechnology in agriculture that you will study in detail are the production of the pest resistance plant, which could decrease the amount of pesticide usage. Bt toxin. Now 3-mark question. Explain Bt cotton in detail. Bt toxin. So here Bt stands for Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria. Now, one thing I want to tell you, here capital B and small t stands for Bacillus thuringiensis. Now, another Bt. This Bt is useful for biotechnology. So later on I will tell you in detail about the Bt toxin. Bt toxin is produced by bacterium known as Bacillus thuringiensis. In short, we write Bt. Bt toxin gene has been cloned from the bacteria and been expressed in plants to provide the resistance to the insects. Here, so many products of Bt are formed to give the resistance power to insects. So, we don't have to use here insecticides. Genetically modified these plants can naturally resist against the insects without the need for insecticides, in effect create a biopesticide. This is known as biocontrol. Actually, in 10th chapter we had discussed with Bt toxin in short. Example, Bt cotton, BT corn, you edit that BT maize. BT brinjal. You add this one BT brinjal in. Fine. So these are the genetically modified crops. We don't have to use here biopesticides. Now the 3-mark question, BT cotton. Some strains of Bacillus thuringiensis produce protein that kill certain insects known as Lepidoptera. See, here in BT cotton plant, in cotton plant we introduce the gene of Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria to kill the insects. So the insects belonging to Lepidoptera series. And here in Lepidoptera series, worms are there, tobacco bud worm, army worm. So the gene of BT cotton, is known as CRY gene. The full form crystal gene. Now, this CRY gene of the Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria produce toxic substances that is protein molecules. We had already discussed with this in chapter number 6 that any gene can produce the mRNA from the protein. So here the cry gene is nothing but the gene of the Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria. The full name is crystal gene. Now this cry gene produces the protein, and this protein is toxic in nature and it is known as cry protein. Okay, see, normally the bacteria produce the toxic substance, means the cry protein, and you know that here the cry means crystal one, same like that. This cry protein is inactivated in nature when it is there outside of the plant, where insects were not there. It is known as protoxin. So cry protein in inactivated stage is known as protoxin. Now here the most important thing is this. Does this in protoxin stage, the most important thing, now you read it carefully. The most important MCQ, which medium is beneficial to activate this protoxin? So here answer is alkaline pH. Alkaline pH or alkaline medium of the insects is beneficial to activate this protoxin. As a result, here what happened? After activation, cry protein enters in gut of insects. Now you know that gut means alimentary canal, and after enter in the gut, after reaching the gut of the insects, so now this cry protein reach in intestine of the insect. And after entering the intestine, it makes pores inside it. So as a result, formation of the pores inside the intestine, the insects will die. In this way, after entry of cry protein formed by cry gene of Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria, so you imagine that cry gene of Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria is harmful for the insect's body. And in this way, due to introduction of the cry gene in the cotton plants, so we don't have to use the insecticides for the cotton plant, and as a result, the genetically modified cotton plant is known as BT cotton. So BT cotton is first genetically modified plant. Fine. BT cotton is first genetically modified plant, and for animals the genetically modified protein is known as insulin. Okay, then we take it later on. See, BT toxin kill certain insects such as Lepidopterans, tobacco birdworm, armyworm, coleopterans, beetles, and diphtherians, flies and mosquito. So Lepidoptera, coleoptera, and diphthera, these are the series of arthropoda. Bacillus thuringiensis form protein crystals during the particular phase of their growth. This crystal contain a toxic insecticidal protein. Insecticidal means to kill the insects. Why does this toxin not kill the bacillus? Actually, BT toxin protein exists as inactive protoxin, but once an insect indigests the inactive toxin, now please you underline, it is converted into active form of toxin due to alkaline pH, the most important one. So the crystal protein, which is toxin, in inactivated stage it is known as protoxin, and after ingestion, after entry of this protein, it enter inside the alimentary canal of the insects. So the alkaline pH can activate this toxin. Alkaline pH of the gut which solubilize the crystals. Activated toxin binds to the surface of the mid-gut epithelial cells. Here, intestine, it is divided into three parts: foregut, midgut, and hindgut. You know that the ileum portion, rectum, all these are present in the hindgut. And jejunum, you know that cecum word. I think you had aware of this midgut, foregut, and hindgut word related to arthropoda, that is cockroach. So it is now coming in contact with the surface of the midgut epithelial cells and create pores that cause cell swelling and lysis and eventually cause the death of the insect. So swelling occurs in the intestine as well as apart from the swelling, it forms the pores in the intestine, leads to death of the insects. Okay, now the answer is not completed here. You have to write this much portion also in Bt toxin. Specific Bt toxin genes were isolated from Bacillus thuringiensis and incorporated into several crop plants such as cotton. The choice of genes depend upon the crop and targeted pest. Yes. The pest is which one? According to the type of the insect, we have to select the particular gene named cry. As most Bt toxin are insect grouped species specific, the toxin is coded for the gene named cry. There are number of them. For example, the protein encoded by gene cry1AC and cry2AB. Dear all students, please here carefully understand this. Cry1AC. Cry1AC and Cry2AB control the cotton bollworms. Whereas Cry1AB controls corn borer. Okay, so here borer means from the pores. See in the diagram 12.1 it is given there. Cotton ball A diagram, destroy the bollworms, and B diagram, fully mature cotton plant. Okay, so this is about the Bt toxin. So 3-mark question is that you have to write this much else. So I hope you understand this Bt cotton. Now pest resistance plant. See, here it is very interesting to understand. If all of you are aware of central dogma of 6th chapter, you know that one thing is that we introduce the gene of the other organism in the plant. That is known as genetically modified plant. But if we don't have to change the natural gene of the plant, so what we can do, listen carefully. Suppose in one plant some insects can harm the crop. You imagine that. Some insects can harm the crop. Now insects gene produce some protein So before formation of the protein, they form the RNA, which is harmful for that plant. If we introduce the complementary RNA strand, again the harmful insect for the plant, it produces the RNA to form the protein. Yes, central here it is central dogma. DNA is there in the insect, so DNA is converted into mRNA through transcription process, and after transcription translation is there. So after transcription the RNA is synthesized. So you know that RNA is single stranded, and if you have learned this in detail in 6th chapter, you have idea, instead of single stranded DNA, you know what is the difference between replication and transcription? In replication, both the strands act as a template strand, but in transcription only one strand acts as a template strand. If in transcription both the DNA strand become template strand, then both the complementary strands of the RNA are formed. Both the complementary strand of the RNA join together, and instead of formation of the protein, dsRNA is formed from dsDNA. Naturally, in transcription process, dsDNA produce the ssRNA. So here we have to apply this rule. For formation of the toxin products, the insects or harmful organism form the ssRNA. So if we introduce the complementary RNA inside the plant, so that formed RNA strand, and now we had introduced the complementary RNA strand, both are joined together. As a result, protein will not synthesized, and this is known as RNA interference. So by interfering the RNA strand inside the plant, we modified its function, not a gene. We modified its function, is known as pest resistance plant. Let's understand. Several nematodes, nematoda, also known as esculmins or nemathelminths. Yes, nematodes means roundworms. Several nematodes parasite a wide variety of the plants and animals, including human beings. Nematode Melodygene incognitia. Okay, one nematode name is there. Melodygene in fact the root of the tobacco plant. Yes, one virus you know that affect the tobacco plant, that is known as tobacco mosaic virus. So here this nematoda affect the root of the tobacco plant and cause great reduction in the yield. Here proper cultivation of the tobacco plant is under government rules. So here due to this nematoda, this enters in the root of the tobacco plant and reduce the yield. Now here what happened? After reducing the yield, plant is damaged and might be plant will die also. A novel strategy was adopted to prevent this infestation, which was based on, please remember this, RNA small I. RNA interference. RNA interference take place in all eukaryotic organisms as a method of cellular defense. This method involves silencing of the specific mRNA due to complementary dsRNA molecule that binds to and prevent translation of the mRNA. Yes, we have to study the gene of the nematoda. This gene, this nematoda gene can produce RNA strand. Yes, so here gene is small fragment of the DNA and DNA is always double stranded. So we can isolate the gene from this nematoda, and in laboratory this double stranded DNA can transcripted both the strands. Yes, both the strands are transcripted successfully and we produce the complementary double stranded RNA. Now this dsRNA is introduced into this plant. As a result, what happened? The dsRNA can now interfere with mRNA of this nematoda. As a result, what happened? Out of the two strands we had formed RNA. Out of the two strands, one complementary strand that is now bound with the mRNA which is formed by nematoda. As a result, translation cannot be possible. So, prevent the translation process. This is known as silencing. So, this is known as RNAi silencing. By RNA interference, silence of translation process. The source of this complementary RNA could be from an infection by the virus having RNA genome or mobile genetic elements known as transposons that replicate via RNA intermediate. So here this is known as RNA interference silencing. one important thing, mobile genes. Known as transposons. This is important for MCQ. Okay. Using agrobacterium vector. Yes. In 11th chapter, we had discussed a bit the vector for recombinant DNA in plants and animals. You know that if we have to introduce the recombinant DNA in plant, we use Agrobacterium tumefaciens. So, using of Agrobacterium vector, nematode specific genes were introduced into the host plant. Yes, we form the dsRNA in a laboratory and we modify it to fight against the nematoda, and after modification this double-stranded RNA is now introduced into the plant which is infected by nematoda by using the Agrobacterium vector. See in the figure 12.2, host plant generated dsRNA triggers protection against the nematode infestation. A diagram, roots of typical control plant, and B, transgenic plant's root 5 days after deliberate infection of nematode but protected through novel mechanism. So normally in A diagram, the nematoda infect the roots of the tobacco plant, and B diagram shows that infestation occurred. We had already introduced the double-stranded RNA inside the host plant. So root is normal there. The introduction of the DNA was such that it produced both sense and antisense RNA in the host cells. Yes, the complementary strand of the DNA can form the RNA is known as sense RNA, and opposite strand of the DNA form is known as antisense. These two RNAs being complementary to each other form double-stranded RNA that initiate RNA interference and thus silenced the specific mRNA of nematoda. Consequence was that parasite could not survive in transgenic host expressing specific interfering RNA. If RNA interference can be done in the host plant, the nematodes cannot survive. The transgenic plants therefore got itself protect from the parasites. Now, biotechnological applications in the medicine. Now, for human being, we have formed the insulin. Let us discuss with this topic. recombinant DNA technological processes have made immense impact in area of healthcare by enabling mass production of safe and more effective therapeutic drugs. Further, the recombinant therapeutics do not induce unwanted immunological responses as is common in case of similar products isolated from non-human sources. Underline, at present, about 30 recombinant therapeutics have been approved for human uses. Again, about 30 recombinant therapeutics have been approved for human use the world over. In India, 12 of these are presently being marketed. Okay, so worldwide, so this is important for MCQ. Okay, so hope you understand this much. Genetically modified insulin, I will take this in next lecture. Fine. So thank you very much to all. See you in next lecture.